Greetings to all and sundry, Chancellor North Wales here. Time for good grief, it's April and I haven't done a Chance's View yet. Ooh, heck. So, time for another Chance's View at long last. Firstly, uh, what's been happening? And life's been happening. A hell of a lot of life. A couple of occasions where I'm pretty grateful to still be alive. Uh, so we chug along, we get into our 50s, and suddenly the warning lights start coming on in on our dashboards, and that's very much what's happened to me. Added to that, those who know me know I'm pretty much a workaholic, and things have been rolling in that way. So January, February, March, each month I now have a little hospital admission bracelet. Jolly nice going. Thank you, NHS, for your incredible care and your incredible responses and all of that. In addition to that, I have been I have promised my publishers that the full work through of this applied measurement systems analysis will be complete and ready for publishing come August. And that is normally I'd be coming home, getting some time at the bench, and my bench has got an awful lot quieter. I wasn't even to fulfill my part in the civil aircraft group build, which I was really looking forward to. I made some progress, but um, uh, an incident that put me in hospital in January just about left me able to keep functioning at work, and when I was getting home, I wasn't really up for much more. So I've been making. This has been the project that I started in January for that group build. The Revell Stroke Matchbox de Havilland Twin Otter, and I'm actually going to finish this and put it on a base with water effects. So when this video is done, I'm going to be getting out the spray paint and sealing this up, and then putting on the decals. And probably tomorrow and Monday I will be back to working on the book. All that book work is done on my work laptop because it massively overlaps with my core job. So it's not where I am, not where I like to be, nowhere near the build rate I want, or the video posting rate, or any rate that I particularly like, except my writing rate has been pretty good. Editing rate has been excellent, and some of the challenges, some of the issues with the book on some of the topics I've been quite happily working my way through. Also the fact that my beloved organization company decided to go from Microsoft Office to Google Docs created a certain degree of headaches and challenges, shall we say. That being somewhat more pressing than the challenges and headaches created by scale modeling, though nowhere near as enjoyable. I have found some respite by painting up more Battletech figures, and these have been easy enough evening projects or one day projects when I just needed something not too heavy that I could escape to and chill out with. I haven't played a single game against anyone yet, but I've painted up a lot of the minis. I do enjoy painting them, and they've been a little bit of a respite when I've had the time. So I've allowed myself, after not getting home till well after 8 o'clock on Thursday, a couple of lighter days this week. But back to the typing and the editing, and it is mostly editing work that I'm involved with now. 88,000 words down, 400 pages, 400 diagrams, so all the core elements there, but there is this element of, for those of you who built dioramas, you'll know a diorama is never really truly complete There's always something you can add, refine, and work. And so it is with a book, um, particularly a textbook. You're always thinking, I can refine that, I can reword this, and you're trying to optimize it. And that's very much where I am now, optimizing the explanations, putting in case studies, worked examples, that side of it, and tidying up some areas that have been bugging me for a while. I'm reasonably happy with where I am, but with the commitments I've made, my um, focus is on that very much to August. So hopefully September, I'll I'll have more time to I'll have more time once again for modelling, and I'll be able to throw more time at it. Um, well, that's the goal anyway. On top of the book, an awful lot's been happening at work. All good stuff. No great. I'd like to say no great dramas, but there is always some entertainment. But what I would say, nothing too dramatic and nothing really negative for me in any shape or form like that. More like there's just a hell of a lot going on. There's been some fascinating development work happening and been testing out new ideas, new methodologies. Last year was good, and this year sort of the work that we did last year, we're now trying to drive more towards realization this year. Um, so I sadly missed the Bolton Model Show. I was, yeah, that was, I came out of the hospital the day before, and it just wouldn't have been right for me to go to the show. So, got to Crew Model Show, and I should have done the video for that. And we were, a couple of weeks ago, we were at a model show on Anglesey, which came out really well. And one thing that has gone quite well is those of you know me, I'm heavily involved, my wife and myself, we run Wrexham Wings Model Club, and 2021 was a bit of a rough time for us at the club. We lost a lot of members, but at our last meet, last Thursday, Thursday before last, we had 10 members there, which was excellent going. Um, so we're rebuilding this club, getting it back up, and that's been nice. That's seeing that growth, seeing that return has been, maybe it's not been bench time, it has been modelling related, and we just want to get our modelling club back up to a new level and recover from where we were. We had a good Telford, um, and now it's a case of we're doing additional events. So um, we've got the Anglesey Steam Fair. So amid the model shows that we're attending, we are doing things like Steam Fairs, things like that. And in a couple of months, Anglesey Steam Fair next month, and then the month after, we've got the Oswestry Steam Fair before we have the Stafford, the Potteries, basically the model show in Stafford, which is the Stoke-on-Trent model show that's held in Stafford. And then after that is Telford. So, if we'd done Bolton, it would have meant we would have done 5 shows this year. But 2 steam fairs as well, I'm happy with that. That seems like a reasonable balance, not a overly onerous commitment on club members either. And I was very grateful to be able to do Crew, and I was grateful to be able to do the Anglesey Model and Collectors Fair. I just wish I had more new stuff to put on the table for it. Really, that the last new model I completed was in December of last year. That's bugged me a little bit. Have there been new purchases? Has there been stuff added? I'm going to be honest with you, I have been really happy with Airfix's vintage classic releases, like the de Havilland Beaver. the Beagle Basset, the de Havilland Heron, um, the Westland Whirlwind, and I must admit I have been picking these up rather gratefully. These really great FX, particularly this type of aircraft, the less dramatic utility types that I particularly enjoy building. So it's been, a big thank you to Airfix for releasing those vintage classics, and they've been very much appreciated this year. Just got to build the bloody things. So really, I'm looking at the time on this. This is where I am. I'm getting a little bit of bench time, but my evenings are, the pattern for my evening is finishing work between 4:35ish, then staying at work, working on the book till about typically 8 o'clock at night, and by the time I get back home, my brain is pretty fried. Energy levels taking a hit. That one of the medical conditions I had was a blood clot in my lung, which knocked me for six a little bit, and then a few other things have followed on from that. I don't know whether this is good or bad. I can safely say that I've only lost about 4 days of work for health issues. Yeah, people have challenged me over my priorities, but the thing that has been hit has been my modelling, and I'm going to be honest with you, it hurts. I've realised just how much modelling contributes to my own well-being. That getting bench time in, losing myself in projects, the tactile projects, rather than my normal world of chasing microns and developing measurement processes, I really have been missing just banging out another build. And I realise it has, for my own well-being, affected me. I haven't, I've been down not being able to get in the bench time, but I also know that after so many years of work, developing the book, the contents, and that side of it, I have to get a realization of this. I have to get this completed. And yeah, I won't deny I'm planning my second book as well. I've got that stewing in the back of my mind, but this is not going to impact my other aspects of my life like this one has. I feel it's going to be structured. There's going to be a different approach if I believe that there's a market for it. But my current work has got to be done, and as I said, my book overlaps massively with my core job in developing measurement processes, and this is where my head, this space where my head has been for a while. So I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been ignoring people, and I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes watching modeling videos normally cheers me up, but it makes me feel more depressed that I'm not. It should be me on the. It makes me yearn for more modeling time, and that's just not time I currently have as much as I should have. I keep thinking days, I say Friday, I went around, I've been out and about with Mrs. today, and I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I'm going to get the airbrush out. I'm going to put a coat on the Twin Otter. I picked up some more of the granules for the water effects to do a moored base for it, and I'm still probably going to pursue the beaver in civilian markings with floats to have it moored up behind the otter, and that's something I'm pushing ahead with. I've got the frame base allocated for that. I've picked up some materials to make the key, and though the things are running right in those directions, and that's cool by me. So the videos I have been watching, thank you guys. I've been watching a lot of documentaries, losing myself while I'm working on diving into more videos about economics, side interest, and hell of a lot of aviation history. I'm really enjoying that as well with whatever is on the bench, because as I say, these days I think my work laptop spends more time change and we will get past this. But just not yet. I will be at shows. And our next, if you are in Wales, our next show is, as I said, the Oswald Street Steam Fair, where we will be in the pavilion. And a club that we've been getting to know better as well have been the Red Dragon Modelers, based up in Bangor. We chatted to them at Telford, and we got to know them a lot better at the Anglesey Model and Collectors Fair, and they'll be with us at the Anglesey Steam Fair and Vintage Rally, and they should be, I believe, at the Stoke Model Show, and will be at Telford. So we are hopefully will see a growth in our Welsh model clubs. So guys, again, apologies for being so quiet. I finally extracted my head from an aperture to get this video made, and so here we are. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for watching, and there will be more to follow.